This world will soon become a better place to live in, and we will soon have the golden age or the era of peace and plenty, if man realizes the self as distinct from the body, practices soul consciousness, and on that basis adopts the motto of world brotherhood. In order to end the Iron Age, the society has to understand that the root cause of all sufferings and troubles in the world is that man has gradually come to identify himself with the body. Today, little does he realize and much less does he practice the truth that in this body, which is made of inert matter, dwells a conscient and immortal entity, the eternal spark of life and light called the soul. The body is like a temple, and the soul is like the flame of light or like the deity in a temple. The body is like a car, and the soul like its driver. The body is an assemblage of instruments in the shape of various organs, whereas the soul is its user. The body and the brain are like a computer, whereas it is the soul that programs it and uses it. The body is not for its own sake, but for a conscient or user called the soul. The soul is like a microstar. It abides in the body midway between the eyebrows, where Dowards in India apply tilak, a sacred mark. Here it is connected with the brain and the nervous system. The soul has three intrinsic abilities which the body or anything else made of matter does not possess. They are the ability to think or wish or will, the ability to judge, understand or investigate, the ability to retain impressions of past thoughts in the form of attitudes, moods or habits. The first of this is known as mind, the second as intellect, and the third as samskaras or the resolves. It is these abilities which distinguish one man from another and determine the mental and moral state of a person. One who is given to violence and other evils is known as a sinner. The other who makes efforts to purify his thoughts, judgment and resolves is known as a Mahatma or an elevated soul. Whereas the one who has completely divinized himself is called a Devatma or a deity. It should thus be clearly born in mind, that is, the soul that suffers or enjoys because of its bad or good actions. For mind is not an entity separate from the soul, rather it is the name given to the manifestation of soul's consciousness. Om Shanti.